Yo. Up. 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 Hello. This is Tayu, your emotional support animal. Hi. Oh my. Hello there. It's been a heckin' while, hasn't it? How are you guys doing? I didn't know you were there. Sorry, I can leave again. Hello. What is going on in chat? Hello. Don't leave. Okay, I'll stay. For you, my darling, my tutti, my fruity, the fruit of my booty, the fruity of my booty. Hang on. Wait, let me do a thing real quick. Okay. Leave if you wish so, but not because of what I say. The fruit of my booty. Yes. Actually, that is probably not a very flattering thing, now that I think about it. You got a fruity booty and brother, I'm dying of scurvy. Oh my. Is poopy a swear word? Now what? I don't think it was held back because of like auto mod or anything. Tootie's poopy scurvy booty. Let me screen shit. Man, we're already on a wild subject here. Oh boy. Hang on, I need to turn on another light. More light, yes. For the action, for the camera, for the sunshine. It will be engraved on your Skibbity tombstone. Is that a thing now? Skibbity tombstone? Is that like you have an open grave and like someone's head is just peeking out of it? Or I guess that's kind of like the you know, that Vine. I'm the Sand Guardian of the sand. Poseidon quivers before him. Fuck you. Anyway, hello. I'm gonna scroll back up. Yeah, Cody, hello. Congrats on being first. Lunkabu, my gorgeous and precious little Lunkawi. Tommy, nice to see you. Hi. Atsumori Kufuhara. That is an emote. That is an emote, I cannot deny that. Bruh, I was so close to missing first, I didn't realize what the time was, so I didn't preemptively have your chat open. My internet computer are not the fastest loader, and then my shit kept bagging out and hiding the channel points button. Oh dear. Unfortunately, you did miss the blop blop blop. Was literally just thinking about you, was half asleep and having a state of waking dreams, and I think you were collabing with Ilfa. It was nice. Huh. Cute? I have collabed with Ilfa a bunch, although not officially. Wait, no, one of them was official, yeah. It totally was, yeah. Not parasocial, good. Glad to hear it. Atsu. Thank you for the resub. I really appreciate that. That really means a lot. Hello, Gregory. Oh, Otis, thank you for the resub too. 18 months, that's 2 sub babies, what the heck? That is a long time. 1.5 years. The hell? Otis. Oti my doti. Oti my goatee. If we fuse, it would just be Goatis. Have you considered that? Have you ever considered that? Would that be our ship name? Goatis? Oh. Goatis, wait. That sounds like something. A Goatis. What is a Goatis? A Goatis feels like it would be a thing. Anyway, 3-hour, hi. Nay. Hi, nay. Man, I've been meaning to like give you that auto shout out, but I've been struggling so hard to do anything recently. It's an issue. It is a big ol' issue. You will make it a thing if not? Okay. I'm counting on you. Did I say hi 3Aru? I think I did. Hi. You know what? Hi there 3Aru. You're gonna get 3 of those hellos. Three hello. That's almost close. That is an awesome headbang emote. Or 2 of them, as it were. Yeah. Judy! Hi. I know I've already been talking to you, but like, you know, officially, hello. You can't keep down the goat. I'm sure I could with enough duct tape and cattle prods. Please not the cattle prods. I will... You know, you don't need to use a cattle prod if you can just talk to me. You know, you use a cattle prod because, like, you cannot use language on the cattle that you use a cattle prod on. You can just verbally prod me and I will probably comply. You want to be prodded? Well, I mean... Depends on who's asking. Anyway, not my wholesome goat. Yes, I'm asking. Okay, well, sure. On that note, did you guys know that I have a low gag reflex? Did you know that? Apparently I do. Anyway, back to catching up on chat. Can we clip that? Sure. In the blub blub. Straight up blubbing it, and by it, well, let's just say my blub. Today, Laurent Teu no longer has striving to become a mental health streamer in his about section. Really? Do I not? Oh. I'm a prod and test your gag reflex, watch me? Okay. You know, you have been telling me that I need to be open to more new experiences and stuff like that. So, I don't know. let's give it a try. We're witnessing something? Yes. I'm the new experience. Oh, all right. I'm ready. Come at me, bro. Still in the description, just further down. Yeah. Then I should change that. Because I am a mental health content creator, supposedly. I guess. Yes. Yeah, sure. I totally am. Yeah. I used to know a guy who's mutuals on Twitter with a person who made that original tweet. Huh. Wild. Must be so amazing to be in the presence of greatness. Oh, yes. You got a fruity booty indeed. Is a screenshot. Okay. Yes. You haven't missed the plap plap plap. Well, that is still coming. That is still in the future. Hi there, Delazar. How are you doing? Cattle prodding you by just asking a cow to prod you. That's new. It's like that thing, like, you know, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses and then you hit the guy using glasses and it's like, whoa. Didn't see that coming, especially because he didn't have his glasses on, yes. Nice. Anyway. I've stolen Otis away from you? Okay, well, I mean, there's more where that came from. There's lots of Otis to go around, I'm sure. Excited for the Teiyu stream on another secret website? You know, I am already like an OnlyFans model. What was it? Teiyu, your emotional... I don't know, man. I can't words. Why do I stream? Why do I stream? The point is, hi. I'm happy to see you all. Only farms, yes. That thing. Blah. Thank you for the headpats, by the way. You know what else is coming? The fog. Man, the fog is already here. The fog is like strictly resident within my brain. Don't you make any mistake about that. You stream because no one expects perfection from you. That is true. I guess that is true. That's true. The fog? Well, what the fog is up with you? I've been asking doctors that for years. And I hope I get an answer soon. Like, you know, I don't know how well my voice is gonna do today. I did do a little bit of vocal warm-ups. A little bit more than usual when I barely do any. So that's something. But yeah, so, about the gag reflex, right? About the gag reflex. I had a gastroscopy. And, you know, it's a good thing that I didn't schedule any streams this week until this one. Because it turns out that my throat was not very okay with having like a huge tube shoved down it. It turns out throats weren't built for that. Like, I know that's a crazy concept. What happened, gag reflex? Yeah, yeah. How did I not connect the dots of why I would mention your gag reflex? Yeah. That's why. It was also... Maybe your throat wasn't built for that. I guess, you know? There was that movie, right? Like, wasn't there? Yeah, that lady who didn't have like a gag reflex at all. And that's why she was recruited for a particular movie, and it was actually a very exploitative story and not very happy. So, I don't know. I guess if you have a particularly unique talent, make sure that you've carefully vet the people who will help you make money with that. Help you make money with that. I need to do more of those enunciation things. I've been given texts about emergence. What? Takes time, just like all orifices to train for lines. Okay. Emergence? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Hang on, I need to drink something. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The infamous Nojin? No. I was talking about an actual person. You love money so bad, it is the source of all evil. So yeah, that's pretty bad. What was I saying? Right. So, because I swallow pills, nothing else. Well, except for food, obviously. And my saliva. I guess that doesn't count as either. But I do swallow a lot of pills, so apparently that's why my gag reflex is pretty well trained. Anyway. The point is, yeah, it could have gone a lot worse. Although, it could have also gone a lot better. Because, like, you know, you get this local anesthetic that they spray in there, into your mouth. And this lady who did that, she was like, you know, open it wide, hold your head up high, so you know you're looking at like my forehead or something, and stick out your tongue. And then she was like, and hold your breath. And then like a second later, she sprayed it in. And I was like, wait, hang on. I was not prepared. If you're telling someone, if you want someone to like really hold their breath, then give them a chance first to take a deep breath. So yeah, I got something in the wrong tube. That probably didn't help. Also, getting an anesthetic in that area really sucks. Ironically, because like it makes it really hard to suck your own saliva back down. Like I was trying to like swallow it down. It was like, oh, how does this work? It sucked. She was expecting your lungs to be weak and small, or well, stronger maybe, because like if they had been stronger, I would not have had that moment of like, you know. Do you dry swallow your pills? No, but you know, after a while, it doesn't take a lot of water to make them go down. A lot of people, are they like large pills, or are you just bad at taking them? No, I'm good at taking them, and you know, they're just a lot. There's like 4 of them, and they're not small, so yeah. I chew pills? Well, if they're made for that, hi there, Wesley. If they're made for that, then that's fine. Anyway, so, yeah, it involved a lot of coughing and a lot of crying from the pain and the discomfort and stuff. Yeah, it was not pleasant. And you know, afterwards, the guy was like, you know, the doctor was like, oh, you know, you did great, you know. And I was like, man, I don't want to see what it's like when it doesn't go great, you know. And it was like, you know, usually men have a harder time with this because like we. And then he didn't finish the sentence. He's just like, I'm listening. Here's just a more advanced life form, I guess. Well, yeah, I'm a VTuber. I transcend the mortal form. Ah. It didn't go great, T. Your throat is... It's gone. We don't know how. You just have a head resting on your shoulders now. It's really freaky, actually. And, well, you're gonna be really great at singing bass now, so that's great. Good luck. You're not supposed to do that. It says, if it says don't chew on them, then you aren't getting the needed medicine out of them because it's dissolving before it can be absorbed. Yeah, I would hope that oh wait, probably not, but my mind won't. Oh dear. Yeah, if you aren't supposed to chew them, then yeah, that is not great. But yeah, so hello. So that was one thing that happened. Also, on the plus side, I have been playing the Clair Obscur. I'm so proud of how I can like actually pronounce that name. Like, wow, you know. Look at me knowing French. Holy shit. Expedition 33, that game, and yeah, it's nice to do something for myself every once in a while without feeling the need to turn it into content and stuff. So that's one thing. Oh boy. Hang on, depends on the pill. Sometimes it's okay to grind or open them, sometimes it's not. I do know that for like, you know, those usual pills that are made of like, you know, hardened powder, kind of, it's okay to split them in two. So it would be okay to crush them, I guess. Yeah, tablets. Probably, but yeah, definitely ask someone about it, like at the pharmacy or something. I have a big gag reflex, but not with pills. I can take pills just fine, except for this one medicine I was briefly on. There was something in it that made me gag to the point of puking, but other pills are fine. Whereas stuff like dentist equipment makes me gag often. Aww. My dentist said I grind even in my sleep. Hashtag grind set, hashtag motivational, hashtag Sigma life. Man, you know when you're so on that Sigma life, you need a splint. That's a sign of honor. Hey. Speaking of gag reflex, mine is pretty rare, and I don't know how that came to be. Absolutely no idea. Pretty rare. Like you have an unusually low one, or what is it? Or you don't often get it. I guess that's what you mean, probably. Yeah. There's a difference between splitting in two and crushing them. The former only opens a tiny surface area, whereas the latter makes the whole thing made of... Oh, right, yeah, that's a good point. That is a good point. Surface area is a bit different. Like, your saliva is gonna dissolve it, like, immediately. Yeah. True. Didn't consider that part. Wait, I just saw... You mean the throat goad? God damn it. I'm always on that grind. The villagers, bakers rely on my service so we can all get that bread. Hell yeah. Call me Miller, cause I'm grinding that grain, I guess. Hide that message. Plus pill powder tastes horrible. That doesn't help, yeah. Hello. So yeah, but you know, I'm really not good at relaxing. That's a really big thing. Like, I looked back on the past week yesterday, and I realized that I really have barely taken any time to just relax during this whole week that I took to recover, which, you know, would, like, you would think that would imply a lot of relaxation, you know? But I didn't do that. I didn't really relax at all. Why? Like, even with, like, you know, the game Clear Obscure, I, like, at the beginning, like at the very beginning, like my first session with it, I've been doing a thing where I, like, just play it for 2 hours. There's something about that. I'm gonna get back to that in a moment. Yeah, like the first time I played it, I was just really taking my time, just like, you know, slowly getting the vibe, like walking through Lumiere and, you know, just taking in the vibe, seeing like all the, you know, posters on the walls and stuff, and, you know, looking around, taking it all in. But then, you know, the following days it became more and more of a like, okay, I have 2 hours today to play this game, so I need to make the most of it, you know, that kind of thing. And yeah, that's also a thing when I, like, with how I would often approach, like, relaxation, like PMR, progressive muscle relaxation, and other meditation stuff like that. I would just be like, you know, I need to do this for this amount of time for the purpose of relaxation, you know? I need to do this for this sake rather than for its own sake, and it doesn't work if it's not for its own sake. Hi there, Zach. How are you doing? Welcome in. Thank you for the lurk. And it sucks. And man, I don't know how to teach myself to just relax and let go and stuff. Maybe I really just need to, like, watch Bluey. I don't know. That just came to mind. Like, someone was watching Bluey on at the community night yesterday, and Yeah, it just reminded me of, like, you know, Nasu. Like, she was strongly influenced by it, and a lot of people credit the show with, like, healing their inner child. But, you know, you can't, like, expect something else to do that for you. You have to do the work of healing yourself, you know? But I don't know, maybe it would help. But then again, if I'm just approaching it like that, you know, then once again, I'm just watching it for another purpose rather than for its own sake. So that's not going to work, is it? Reminds me of how I felt in therapy when I brought up PMR or guided meditations and shit. Yeah. Also very bad relaxing. Heck yeah. And the baker who wants to get bread. Oh my. Hello. Call me Miller because I'm a tool of the military-industrial complex. Oh dear, Metal Gear Solid, I see. I'll always be grinding. Who else are pestling their mortar? The apothecaries all know my name. Okay. I use a mortar and pestle for pepper or rosemary when I cook chicken. Okay, well, I was reading that the same way, but like it's just... I think that was just a regular ass statement. Okay. There are two things that make me actively gag though. For a split second, I was going to read that as make me actively gay. Shrimp and creme fraiche. Nothing to do with the taste, it just kind of happens when I smell it, huh? That's weird. I'm so good at innuendos, I make them even without trying, yeah. Hi there, Suba, how you doing? Making a little space for your inner child, yeah. Ooh. Yeah, that's a... I think I just need to be more mindful about this 2-hour thing that I'm trying to do here for Clair Obscur. It's like, really be mindful about externalizing this this part of me that always needs to be in control. Because I have that part, like, that part of me that always double checks everything I'm about to say, except sometimes. And then, you know, oftentimes I regret it because, you know, that I end up saying, like, silly things that, like, get taken the wrong way and stuff like that. But, yeah, like, for instance, yeah, it's this, I don't know how to describe it other than a part of me. Always judging, always in control. And, you know, it's there for a reason. It's probably the part that, you know, working with the, I don't know, with the working theory that I'm, like, somewhere on the spectrum. Like, probably the part of me that, like, was involved in, like, masking and making me able to fit in some way, able to function. And, you know, it also kept me functioning at a moment that Monamusa, person. Person who joined anonymously. Hello, thank you for the follow. And yeah, I can very strongly remember, like, one time I was having, like, a severe mental breakdown, like, to the point of being, like, catatonic, essentially. And I hope I'm using the word right. Hang on. You know what? Let's not spread any misinformation here. Like, what exactly does catatonic mean? Catatonic meaning. Catatonia. Complex syndrome most commonly seen in people with underlying mood disorders, exhibit abnormal movement and behaviors, which vary from version people appear withdrawn, meaning they do not interact with the outside world and have difficulty processing information. May be nearly motionless for days on end. Okay, well, hey, obviously it wasn't for days on end, it was for like an hour. Well, not even an hour. I was just basically shut down on the couch. Just like my head swaying from side to side, just like, oh, life is over. Everything is over. Ball. Oh. And you should do something for the server. Yes, our server mom. Happy Mother's Day, Otis. Everyone wish Otis a happy Mother's Day. give him a big hug. And yeah, there was that part of me, inside of me, that is, sorry, I can't focus. I can't focus on this anecdote because someone named Twink Pounder said that they're going to do some shit to me. Hello there, welcome in. Nice to meet you too. Hello. Okay. Hi there, Mona Musa. Hello. I'm doing okay. How are you? Oh dear me. Lankuri, please. I beg of you. So anyway, that part of me was like, just, was just active and being like, okay, so, well, shit, that didn't go well. So, what now? How are we gonna keep on going here, right? Like, I am, okay, so, after like 10 minutes, 15 minutes or so, I have no idea how long that took, because like, in that moment, I didn't have the strongest sense of time. So, and then I was like, you know what? Okay, we're gonna get up and walk to the clinic. And if by the time you arrive there, it was like 45 minutes on foot, you don't feel any better, we're gonna get ourselves checked in. Okay? Does that sound good? Okay, let's go. Let's keep on going. And yeah. You're a 6'7", 220 pounds furry? That's a big old bear. Okay, what are you doing there? Is that you? That is a very good question. Account created 13 minutes ago, huh? I don't know what's up with this person. Hi there, Fire Husky, welcome in. I mean, no, I'm not supposed to say the name. Hi, hello, person. Hang on. There's something weird happening right now. Hi there, Monty, by the way. This is a collective group effort. You furries did this to me. I see. Okay. Hi, I hope you're doing well. I'm a 5'4", 45.7 kilograms, semi-malnourished furry. I think I should be scared of Twink Pounder indeed. My god. Hey, I lift weights that are like bigger than you. What the heck? Also, hello, what is... Dear me, what is that emote? Good lord. Hang on. hang on. Teiu is buff as heck, so I don't think you would like to pound him, sadly. Yeah, I'm unfortunately, I'm sorry to say, I'm not a twink though. I'm not kind of built. I have a 760 deadlift furball. I can literally stomp on you, but why though? I think this is a joke. I'm not totally sure. Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening. Twunk. Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? Hi there, Richard. How are you doing? Dude, you're pissing me off. Well, okay. That's great and all. I'm gonna need you to cool it though. Like, it's been funny, but like at this point, maybe cool it a little bit. Yeah. Otherwise, hi there, Tangent. How are you doing? Let me turn on my foot heater, and then let's talk about like actual things that we're supposed to be talking about today, because we have a subject. You pissing me off? Well, okay. I'm going to literally curb stab you. Oh dear, reminds me of the angry kitten gif. Okay. And they're banned. Okay, well. I was just mulling it over, like thinking, like, is this like a little, what's it called, like timeout or something? Or no, okay, I guess not. Ilfa guided me to you a few hours ago. Oh, why so? I draw the line at threatening other chat members. That's true, yeah. I can take it, but like, you know, threatening other people is not good. I've been so busy the past few weeks, but emotionally a lot better than last year. Heck yeah. I'm glad to hear that. Did anything in particular change compared to last year? She said you have some guidance for me regarding 3D VTuber models, really? Okay. I guess I would. I have a 3D VTuber model, so, I guess I know things. A few of them, at least. Can't say I'm an expert or anything. Didn't sound like a threat to me, rather than an invitation for a good time. It's all a matter of perspective. But yeah, hello. What a troll, yeah. I'm considering creating a VTuber of myself. Didn't you already have one? Wait, I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I've been in your streams. Was your model like a Vroid or something? PNG tuber. Okay. Wait. I don't think it was Monty, right? No. Even though you might think that from like the what a troll, smug. I forgot if I said it already, but hi Connie. Hi Connie. By the way, smug angel emoji, yeah. I'm considering getting a VTuber of my own, like owning one. Any volunteers? Depends on how much you're paying. Well, did you have any particular questions, Super? Because, I don't know, I can't tell you much, aside from, like, you know, they exist. You know? So, for anyone who doesn't know, today we're doing a thing. We're doing introspective art. To study one, I mean, and take it on walks? Sure. Let's go. I want to learn about the process. Oh god. The process simple or... Wait, like the process of using it or to make one? Force it to drink water and get sunlight? You know how VTubers are? Okay, well, you know what? That didn't sound too good at first, but like, you know... Yeah. Yeah, probably for the best. Using it, well, it's definitely a little bit more complex than just using like a live 2D model. Although it doesn't have to be much more complex, and though it also very much depends on like how high your standards are, stuff like that. Like, you know, there's always going to be a little bit more complexity because you have like an actual like camera you're using, right? Well, not an actual camera, but like, you know, this sort of thing. But aside from that, it doesn't have to be a whole lot more complex. Although once you get into like quality questions, then you're gonna have to do a lot of research into like different programs that, like, for instance, have like AI powered like you know, motion capture, where it just like sees your body moving and then tries to translate that into your model, or, you know, using it just like a live 2D model, so just like I am doing right now, because I don't know, I couldn't figure out a way yet to get it working really well with like the leap motion. And yeah, I don't know. I still have to get on the thing where I try to set up something like that, like a little mishmash of what I'm doing right now and of you know, the AI thing. I'm debating drinking some caffeine and spin the wheel on either being productive or getting anxiety. Oh dear. Are you one of those people who can't tell ahead of time how caffeine is going to affect them? I'm like that too. I got better at communication with people close to me and also cut out some people who were not treating me well, which is bittersweet. Yeah, it's always, you know, even if they hadn't been treating you well, it still feels like, you know, you're losing something. Which you are. I mean, there is a reason why you stayed in that relationship, but, you know, it's better. It's better that way. And I'm proud of you for taking that step. Bonus points, I'm not on my ADHD meds right now. Oh dear. Yeah. Why spin the wheel when I can just whip out the espresso machine and fill you up a full travel cup? I mean, that's like saying, instead of playing Russian roulette, why don't you just shoot yourself? Please don't do that. Don't do that at home, kids. Anyway. The point is, right. I wanted to say a thing about like the 2-hour thing. Like I had a really important like coaching session. Like I'm in that coaching program for, you know, people who are unemployed but try to make like a self-employment thing work. And, you know, they were supposed to like help me figure it out, help me get it running. But like, you know, but it's not working out so well. I had to recently tell them like, yeah, no, I'm quitting. I'm not gonna try to do this as a main career. Like, it's not gonna happen anytime soon. And I can't take that pressure. So, yeah. What is going on here? Do you guys see that chat message from Twink Pounder Pounder? Are you guys seeing that? Or is that just for me? No? Okay. I don't know what to make of this person. They're clearly having fun. Yeah. Because it says like likely ban evader restricted. So, yeah. Are you seeing it, Otis? Because, like, the message is like, huh. I heard there was a drink pounder here. I can help with that. Which, that's just funny. Who is this person? It's not a whisper, no. It's in chat. Let me know if you see where they went. Thanks in advance. Yeah, they went that way. Like, points at window. Where the fuck was I? I swear I took my medication today. Hi, thanks for the follow. Question mark? You're still on thin ice, but yeah. Hello. Anyway, they got assigned for defenestration. So, hang on. I'm going to try to get my train of thought back. Coaching. And, you know, I was struggling with, like, you know, I have to like try to find myself, try to figure out like what do I actually want to do, you know, because like I've been just powering myself through like determination, through like saying I need to do this. This is the one chance I get at like happiness, and you know, and then I realize it's been misguided. Like you don't start doing like streaming and content creation and stuff to make a career out of it, unless you're like you've got like a whole team behind you or something, like training or whatever. Like I don't know, you can probably make it work, sure, but if you're just like a person, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna work out that way. It's not gonna, you know, you're gonna lose the thing that made it fun for you, that made it that made it like tenable for you to do that. It's gonna get lost in the process of like trying to do it as a career. And so yeah, I was struggling to figure out like, do I want to like just take this time to like relax and like just have fun, you know, just try to enjoy this time so I can like actually get some, you know, joy back in my life? Or do I like try to force myself to, you know, use those little bits of inspiration and like really find the passion, like push myself into that a little bit? And basically I was told just like, you know, why not both? And just don't allow yourself to fall into that hole of you know, just starting a game and then doing that and nothing else like all day long, by just restricting yourself, by just saying you have 2 hours and then you have an alarm, and once the alarm rings, you end. And what I realized then is that like that's really something that I need, because like, you know, like I said, I have this part of me that needs to be in control, and it's not allowing me to just let myself fall and just enjoy things for themselves. But if I just say, you know, this control is in the alarm that is telling me to stop after 2 hours, then it can just be in there. It is in the alarm, and it can stay there and leave me alone for just those 2 hours. And I really just need to be more mindful about that. Just really make that mindful decision, like through turning this alarm to 2 hours, I'm putting my need for control in there, into that locus. I think that's thing in psychology, a locus. And yeah, and maybe that'll help with like the whole the whole actually you know, letting myself do things for their own sake thing. Locus of control. Define what a locus of control is. Hang on, actually I can just look that up. Locus of control. Okay, that's not what I mean. That's not what I mean, though, no. Hi there, gamer girl. Hello, hello. Yeah, it's not your bad, probably. I think I was just using the word wrong, probably. So. Yeah, that was one thing. Also, the other thing that we worked out is that, like, I should just, you know, try to, you know, push myself to, you know, follow that inspiration. Like, really let myself just follow that inspiration, but, like, do it for myself. Do it not with the pressure of having to make, like, a big video essay out of it or anything, but just, you know, write down stuff, write down my thoughts. And find the joy in just expressing these thoughts and having them there. And then later I can still like turn that into a big old essay and stuff. But for the time being, just enjoying the process of like putting that stuff in there, out there, all over the place there. That should be the focus. Okay, hang on. Let me catch back up on the chat. There was a weird sequence of messages there. You should never play Russian roulette either for the kids at home. Be sure to eat something first. I think that was related to something else. God, I'm so hungry. What? Eat something. Eat a thing. Please. Fisher Price Russian roulettes. I mean, thank you for the love. My subway arrived. Life is good. Hell yeah. This place seems very cozy and nice place to just vibe in. Yeah. We do strive for that. I'm glad you found us. Blah, blah, blah. You didn't even read out my cool rhyme? Wait, there was a cool rhyme? Where's the cool rhyme? Where's your cool rhyme? Where's Connie's cool rhyme? Where's Connie's cool rhyme? I'm not seeing Connie's cool rhyme. What? Everything? I'm not seeing it. Oh? Oh, they got assigned defenestration by the administration. Oh. Okay. That's what it was. Sorry. Didn't notice that. Ah, what a pain. Oh, that was related to the windows, right. You're a little bit of inspiration, silly. No, you. Locus, like Omnath, locus of mana. Sure. I mean, locus just means place in Latin, I'm pretty sure. So, I guess so. The Oops All Forests Commander? I do like forests. I think something super beneficial is just letting yourself exist for a bit. Don't settle yourself with expectations and tasks beforehand. Just let yourself exist and let yourself feel and be a person. But like, the thing about that is... hi there, Moore. The thing about that is that, like, if I just let myself just flow, like, if I just... if I don't exert like a little bit of conscious control, Then, hang on, I need to clear my throat. Then, where's my audio? Then what happens is that I just end up on autopilot. I just end up like turning on YouTube and watching just J-Rose 11 videos for several hours while I wander around. I need to at least be more mindful about it. I need to at least push myself into that mindfulness of like checking in on myself and checking if like I'm actually enjoying it, or if it's just like something to keep the brain occupied, you know? God, I really need to work on better tracking, because like I'm making all these gestures and you guys can see them. But yeah. I guess one thing that I have been doing is like the cheek puffing is tracking. Okay, good. One thing that I need to do is, that I am doing. One thing that I am doing is that I'm, at least paying attention to like little thoughts and noting them down. So like thoughts like, I wanna get back into Jacob Geller. Because like I've had this fear for some reason of like being challenged at all, like, which, I say for some reason, but like the reason is anxiety. When you're really struggling with anxiety, that's that's when you get like the urge to just to just rewatch like your favorite show or something like that. Just get that familiarity in there, get like, kill the time with something familiar and comfortable and like nice and expected. I don't know what RSD means. But yeah, I really need to just, I don't know, for anxiety, I need to just rejection sensitive dysphoria. I don't know. I don't think that's the same thing. Although I can see how it could be similar. I don't know. The point is, yeah, I'm familiar with rejection-sensitive dysphoria. What is introspective art topic? That is a very good question. We've just been talking for like an hour. That's unusual. I'm gonna keep snoozing those ads, and then, yeah, we're gonna take a break in a little bit, and then, I would suggest the topic exhaustion or rest. Or let's make talking the topic. Talking. Do tell. What about talking? Now, where was I? Where was I? I was saying? Hang on. What the hell was I saying? Right. Yeah. For anxiety, the thing you need to do is understand where the anxiety is coming from, and then, forgive yourself for feeling that anxiety, and gently push yourself to confront the source of the anxiety. Gently, in such a way that you don't risk like re-traumatizing yourself. And by all means, that shouldn't happen with like, freaking Jacob Geller videos, because like they're wonderful, There's nothing there that's like challenging in a way that like hurts me or anything. It's just my brain being like, oh god, no. That is like oh, that is like something special, and it's like a big thing, and it's gonna inspire me to. I don't know. It's probably like just the association, the association with like, sorry, video essays as being the thing that like I wanted to make a living with. And that probably is the issue. Right. So that's why that's coming back to me now. That thing. Freaking hell. Oh man. Ugh. Man. I really hope that like tomorrow or the day after or whenever the hell else I'm actually gonna get some answers about my stomach, and if maybe that has something to do with my throat, why it's been so terrible recently. I know the exact feeling. I stopped making YouTube videos for so long after dropping out of film school for the exact same reason. Yeah. The act of talking can to some people be a challenge, where for others it's a normal thing. Oh. And topic suggestion, inspiration. Haven't we done exhaustion like twice already? You could say we've exhausted the topic, huh? Have we? Have we? Have we? Hang on. I don't think we've done it. Let me check. To you vibes. Oh dear. Oh, ba. Playlists. Alright. Wait. What is up with these playlists? They haven't been getting updated, have they? Gonna get some answers about my stomach and maybe has something to do with my throat. Child, me learning about anatomy. We have the results, don't worry, it's just Ligma. What the fuck is the result, anyway? We've done it at least once. Hang on. Oh yeah. Support and exhaustion. Yeah, that's true. Okay. We did have exhaustion already. Hello, Scully. And hearing people talk about their problems and hearing someone else help them with their problems just makes me feel really warm for some reason. Dang, I guess I should have listened to my friends to go to therapy, but I've just been really scared of the thought of opening up. But watching the streams make me feel cozy and safe, I guess. Sorry for the semi-long message. Oh no! Oh, that is wonderful! It makes me so happy. That really means a lot. Thank you for sharing that. And yeah, it can be very scary, you know. Especially because, you know, it involves a lot of work. It's not pleasant. Yeah, like, you know, I went into therapy one time. Okay, this is the last time I can snooze ads. And just thought it was going to be like, you know, I'm gonna go there and we're gonna have a nice talk, and then at some point it's gonna be like, oh, here's a thing you hadn't considered before. Oh, I'm now considering the thing. Ah, I'm now cured. Okay, cool. Oh, interesting. How uplifting, you know? And it turns out, you know, that's not how it works. Like, at some point, the therapist just looked at me straight and was like, do you actually want to get better? And I was just like, just fucking destroyed, you know? And I was like, huh. Well... You know? And from that point on, I had to realize, no, I've been approaching this wrong. I have to, you know, you have to really allow yourself to open up and like really let those emotions flow, like really feel those things. And yeah, like I was approaching it like from a very intellectualized standpoint, and intellectualization is, you know, it's one of my big sins. It's one of those things, you know, that make it hard for me to really feel, to really enjoy things too, you know, and yeah. it puts like this buffer between yourself and your feelings, and yeah. Reminds me of the 4chan green text or whatever, where they say the therapist is like, okay, but are you actually sad or like while they were sobbing in front of the therapist? Huh. I mean, that can be valid. Like, some people just kind of have this pattern of crying, where they learn to cry, like to get their way or something like that. Like, you know, it's just kind of automatic. I think that's a thing that can happen. So it's not necessarily wrong, you know? Like, I'm saying, like, she was totally right. Like, I was resisting the idea of actually, like, working on myself. I diagnose you with bad brain. Take these bad brain pills to heal yourself. I think I'm the opposite. I learned to not cry and I'm trying to, like, figure out how to get it back. Yeah, that is so real. I need to really, like, get that stuff out of there with music and stuff. It does work very well with music, but, like, it's a rare occasion that I, like, actually cry for a reason that is related, like, directly to my problems and stuff. Strap streams, hello. Reminder to all of you that you matter, you're loved, you're valid, loved, worthy of love, important, allowed to have emotions and bad days. You don't have to be strong or perfect all the time. You're not broken. I'm so proud of all of you for existing, and I'm so thankful that you're around. Aw, you too. Thank you so much. I just cry when I'm stressed, even when I can handle the situation perfectly flawlessly. Aw. I love this place. I'm happy I decided to open Twitch today. Aw. Hot cocoa and cuddles. Like, yeah, let's go. Just because it's not that I don't want to, but I have to, like, force it, and I know when I do I actually feel better. Yeah. I always thought therapy would be like a doctor's appointment or like a debate, but it turns out they want me to guide the convo and talk and do everything. So it's like, why am I paying them? I know you're joking, so it's okay. But yeah. No, they want you to guide the convo. I mean, it's like I think the guidance is like the reciprocal thing, where you both guide the conversation. Like, you're supposed to do the majority of the talking, and they're supposed to, like, you know, ask those questions. They're like, so how about this? You know, offer these little things for you to pick up and do something with. It's probably because of your childhood. No shot, bro. Must be having skull emoji. How did you know? I love when my therapists are capable of making it an actual conversations. Okay, speaking of conversation, so, we have a bunch of suggestions for a subject. So, what draw? We're gonna have a 5-minute break, and we're gonna have a 5-minute poll. We're gonna decide on the subject, which is either, rest, inspiration, or talking. So, yeah. The ad break is gonna start in just a moment, and I'm gonna take 5 minutes to do something with my throat to make it hopefully work better. And, yeah. And also, other things. So, be right back. The combos, okay. You know what? Alright. I respect that. Hell yeah. Come buzz these nuts. Quindeed. It is the month to be celebrating queer people. Shut up. Yeah. Like, you cute. You. You cutie. Yes, and it's, I don't know, all of that disappeared when I started doing drawing on the right side of the brain exercises and started doing PMR, because all of those focus your attention away from those thoughts, you know, your thoughts, and into what is actually there, all of your sensory information that you're gathering. And that lets you see the world for what it really is, which is usually not, almost always not as bad as your thoughts make it out to be. Like right now, you're safe. Right now, you're listening to me. Right now, there's nothing to fear. And it'll be okay. You're okay.
Literally, this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
I mean, you can use this to clean your butt. Just wait for it to dry up a little, and you know, just...
Maybe to you this is somehow its own branching path.
Forget that I said
Maybe
anything.
when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favourite." I hope your friends find this concerning. Stanley was fat and ugly and really was stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That all the drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very definite conclusion about what's going on right now. You're
Ooh, 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 ooh. Oh wait. Oh wait, no. This doesn't work. What? Wait. What? Oh, that was that was something. Are you trying to just appease someone else? Are you trying to look good in the eyes of others, etc.? Like, if you really want to just improve yourself, if it's really like based on just wanting to be your best self and wanting more out of life, stuff like that, you know, and it's like, yeah, that's cool. If it's about like some lack of self-esteem because you think you aren't good enough and you feel like you need to be something else in order to be worth something, then it's like, you might wanna look elsewhere for that. You know, you're just gonna end up chasing something that is out of reach and getting frustrated and reinforcing the idea that you aren't worth anything.
About myself, I just think eyes are pretty.
I for sure am stalker.
Sorry for the cop out, but the only thing I could think of was like pornography.
Hey, you don't need to like literally be secretive about this, man.
You literally.
Literally everyone watches porn. It's not a secret that someone does.
Yes, I don't think anyone would really,
Like at this point, you can literally
like,
walk outside, moan loudly, and people wouldn't give a fuck.
No.
I mean, you could have just run, just
Ah.
draw a door,
Oh,
and
oh,
just
ah.
like,
Wait.
see me, doing everything for
Pick.
me.
Are they okay?
Oh no,
Ah, bah, bah.
not the weed.
Hello. Hi. Oh no, I missed the result. What was the result? Did someone catch the result? Rest. Okay, nice. Thank you. It was rest. Okay. Alright. Hello. Oh man, y'all've been active. It makes me so happy when you guys are just talking to each other in chat. That is so nice. Makes me really feel like part of the community. And yeah. Turns out that is a big thing that I've always wanted, isn't it? Move on. Only you can traverse your mind. They can only see a feed of camera you installed in there. Ooh, that is a really good way to put it. We are cool and awesome, and you brought us all together, so that means you are cool and awesome more. Thank you. I returned from my super duper ultra important task. I was petting a cat. Heck yeah. That is very important. You gotta maintain that social link. Oh, papa.
Here, have some free cheese. This should tide you over until dinner. Lelelele.
Free cheese. Oh dear. Yeah, papa. I wish they'd outright tell me what we're supposed to be looking for. Side note, ever since telling them I'm autistic and need blunt, straightforward language, therapy has actually gotten much easier. That's really good. Man, yeah, maybe I should really make that more of a working therapy for me. A working theory for me, like me being autistic. There's signs. Somewhere on the spectrum, maybe. Wait. I just need to create a device that establishes a psychic link. Yeah, that's really all that you need. Just get on that already. Ichi. Otis's pronouns are her or she. Cause he's a sweetie. There we are. Nailed it. So there's this goat. Hang on. Oh no! I don't have the emote anymore. Damn it. So you weren't wrong. There are surprisingly many people who misunderstand and think that people with multiple pronoun sets insist that you use them all at once. As in like, he, she, they got in his, her, their car. What the heck? No. That would be terrible. I thought you were gonna say because I want to kiss. I mean, I'm not saying that. Interchangeably is a beast. Oh, there's a second cool, and she became a can all by himself. Yeah. You're in that club, yay. What can you say, okay? If chat reflects streamer, then that means I, too, am capable of being cutie patootie. You are an incredible cutie patootie. You make me smile all the time. And as far as I'm concerned, cuteness, you know, I like how, you know, in Japanese, kawaii literally just means lovable, you know? It's a symbol for, that basically means like able, can able to, and, you know, I, as in love. So yeah, I think cuteness really is just like, you know, mostly defined by feeling so comfortable with someone that it just makes you smile, you know? And, you know, mostly that's associated with like children because, like, you know, they are harmless, generally speaking. And so they can't actually hurt you. So, you know, you can feel safe with a child because they're very small. And also part of you is just like, you know, programmed to care for them, of course. But also, you know, you can also feel that like a big old giant dude is cute because, like, you know, you realize, oh, hey, he's actually a big old sweetheart. Hey. Unless you're Gyome, I don't know who that is. Okay. Suddenly all of the things happened. Inside you there are two wolves, one of which is a cutie patootie, the other of which is also a cutie patootie. I've got the best starter kit when I was a kid. ADHD, autism, finding out I was gay, having religious and homophobic parents, and being Asian. Oh god. The whole set. Heck yeah. Oh no. Oh man. That does not sound easy. I'm glad you got out of it, you know, relatively intact? Pretty intact? At least you still seem like a very sweet person. So, you know, I was very much on the verge of becoming like kind of terrible at some point if things had gone a little different. If a person's pronouns are all pronouns, does that mean that the set of all pronouns contains itself? Yes, I guess? Sure. I would kiss many of my friends, whether it's a soft little chew or with lots of tongue, depends on the friend. Same though, yeah. Fair. I also recently discovered my most sensitive main sense is touch, with taste in second, hence me binge eating when I'm understimulated. Huh. Interesting. That's something I hadn't really thought about much. What's my most sensitive sense? Probably hearing, I guess? Huh. We need submission form pinned. I have to go in half an hour. Right. Yeah. The subject is rest. You can already start working on it and submitting things if you need to. There we are. Here's the thing. Also, just for completion's sake, gotta put it in the YouTube chat too. Speak for yourself. Children make me feel the opposite of safe. Get those terrifying little chaos demons away from me. Fair enough. But when you look at like a cat, for instance, that is basically the same thing. Like when you look at a cat, internally you're thinking, oh, that's a little child, you know? Like, you're not thinking that, but you feel that. I almost never correct anybody about my identity, but I consider myself an NB, agender. Gender is a performance. I don't want to perform. I just want to live as me. However, I'll go by any pronouns. If I know you're talking about me, then pronouns serve their linguistic utility. And I don't correct people because, well, I don't mind how I'm perceived in that regard. Huh. Yeah, that's probably pretty close to how I am. I figure I might as well be like, you know, be him and stuff. Because, you know, I've got all the necessary traits. You know, you hear my voice, you're like, oh, that's a dude, you know? But, yeah, I don't... doesn't really mean much to me. There are currently 2 people in this world who I would kiss if offered, and another person I would consider but probably declined. I'd like to bite a few peeps. I'd like to bite a few peeps in my friend group, I see. I have the mental image of Connie putting an army of toddlers charging... punting an army of toddlers charging at her like American footballs. Oh no. I should probably try to learn how to draw. I need more hobbies in my free time. Well, this is your opportunity because, yeah, we're about to start Introspective Art, which, yeah. Yeah, which is all about just expressing yourself. Let me actually do the thing. Let me do the thing here. Let's allow the short to do most of the talking. Art therapy is a way to connect to and explore your deepest thoughts and emotions using art. It can be hard to find the words to really grasp those feelings and get them out there, and art can offer a gentle and safe way to unearth what goes on deep inside. And you might be surprised what you'll find there. You know, sometimes you think you know what something looks like, but then when you sit down to draw it, you realize you actually have no idea. Trying to depict your feelings makes you really have to understand what they are. Doing this in a group setting can provide a healing sense of connectedness and offer up whole new perspectives on your own inner world. I'm not a therapist myself, but I developed an interactive stream concept based on my own experiences with art therapy called Introspective Art, which I stream every Sunday on Twitch and YouTube. You don't have to be a great artist to take part. It's all about the process of expressing yourself and sharing it with others. So come hang out sometime. Yeah. The actual art therapy that I attend actually helped me a lot with like overcoming my fear of art, because I used to want to be an artist, but then I never actually drew because of pressure and stuff. And you know, it really helped to just get limited means, get limited time, and just be told like, express an idea. It's all about just the expression of the idea, and that's all that matters. So yeah, I would love to have you join us. Even if you know, think that you can't draw, which is not a thing. You just have to like put some thought into it. Just be like, which color do I choose? Where do I put these lines? What do I want to express? Infants are adorable, toddlers are scary, yeah. I think of them as meat creatures trying to propagate and continue survival. I mean, sure. I guess you're not wrong. Kicking them is too dangerous for me because cops would not understand my reasoning for such violence against an innocent thing, and I would go to jail, and I would not survive in jail. Therefore, when a child gets too close to comfort, I just recoil in fear to hopefully appeal to the parents' sympathy, and clearly show I am afraid, and so they will take their health spawn away from me. At the very least, they think I'm insane and dangerous, and take the kid away for that reason. Fair enough. Oh, that's cats. Okay, I mean, also not wrong, I guess. A very strong sense of taste, hearing, touch, and vision awareness, as in realizing what I'm seeing. I do have to wear glasses, but a very weak sense of smell, familiar smells. Same. Well, or rather, well, I don't ever have... I have a weak sense of smell, but like, nothing else feels particularly acute. Something about the way you write out your reasoning is very satisfying, yeah. I just meant that as a silly mental image. It's like a cute cutaway gag, but that is a very good explanation, yes? A very visceral explanation. I would pay 5 gazillion for a goat drawn by Teiyu. I I don't think you would. I don't think that is possible. When I see a cat, I react very differently from a child. Cat evokes cute. Yeah, but what I mean is that, like, you, like, internally, like, your, the way that we, our brain interprets animals is just like the way we interpret people. And, you know, a cat just kind of really evokes like that, you know, Kindchenschema, as it's called, like the child schema, baby schema, with like the big eyes and the small mouth and stuff. And, you know, that's why, you know, cute little anime girls and stuff, like they tend to be drawn with more of like a cat-like face than anything else, than like a human one. Gonna go eat dinner, actually. Have a good time. Okay, see you then. Like, yeah, you probably, you know, you have made associations with, like, children and stuff. Like, you've made experiences and, you know, your brain started seeing, like, particular children in particular as, like, scary. But internally, there's still, like, this instinct that's like, baby cute, big eyes, big head is cute. Yes. I just done. Okay. I haven't even started yet. Wow. I said I would, but not can. Okay, fair enough. Children are indeed scary. Like, where the hell do they come from? That is one of the big mysteries, isn't it? I don't think they're cute, actually. They look ugly to me. Like, children, yeah, I mean, yeah, but, like, that's not the point. The point I'm trying to make is instinct. Whatever. It's rest, yes. The subject is rest. Cat is unable to comprehend evil, just a little creature, yes. Oh, Papa. I think it's because you're realistic about how others perceive your actions and account for that, where a lot of people aren't very good at it. Huh. Interesting. Anyway, so I have caught up, and I think we're out of important things to talk about. So let's actually get to the thing. So subject rest. Let's hope that I actually have a charged pen. That would be pretty nice. I would enjoy that. If I had a pen that I can actually use for drawing on my tablet. Hope you don't mind, I'm gonna submit a written thingy and try to format it to present well on screen. Oh, okay. Let's talk about you. You're very important, at least to us. Okay. I mean, sure. We can talk about me. But I'm also gonna start, like, doing the thing. Just let me get up my screen mirror. Come on, there we are. I believe in Utis. Utis Magutis. Okay. And there is that, and there is that. Dutch. Okay. Now, currently drawing rest. I believe in you too, Basuba. You guys are so adorable. Okay, countdown. We're gonna take 30 minutes for this. I had half a mind to do something written as well, because I'm mostly a poet and don't have my art stuff handy post-move, but also don't have a good way to make it presentable. Oh no. Oh dear. No, you tell you. I tell you. I tell you. Okay. So, rest. Rest assured. We are drawing a thing. So, testicular cancer. What? That is... Hang on. Hang on. I just realized. For anyone new here, I didn't actually fully explain the whole thing. So, we had the whole short thing. A ballsy statement indeed. We're drawing what? Don't worry about it. Hang on. So. Yeah, the short said it all. Like, this is about, you know, taking a moment to like look inward and try to find your feelings and associations with a particular phrase, and then just put that in a presentable form, which you can even use. You can use stick figures, and technically you can even use words, as long as you put thought into like how to present them in a way that, like, you know, still conveys something. You know, words are a little bit tricky when it comes to this because it's easy to just, you know, intellectualize and walk into like, you know, definitions and whatnot, you know, not really just feel what's there. And, you know, it's all about that connection and stuff. It's about getting a connection to yourself and expressing that and sharing it with others, which can also be healing just, you know, by virtue of that connection with others. But getting feedback on your artwork can also get you a deeper connection to yourself because, you know, it gives you a new perspective. It shows you aspects that you might not have considered for yourself. Hi there. Hello. Welcome, Threshold. I've been subbed to your channel, but I've never made you to the live stream. Well, welcome in. Great to have you. If you have any questions about like the stuff we're doing, I don't know how much you've heard of it, of the explanation. Yeah, please go ahead and ask. Well, thank you. So, right, yeah. So yeah, there's that link to a Google form to allow you to share these things anonymously. You don't have to stay anonymous, but you know, the option is there. It's assumed that it's anonymous because like we want to, you know, it's like that thing in the sauna, you know, when like everyone is supposed to be naked. So because everyone is naked, it's not awkward. But as soon as one person comes in clothed, everyone is like, maybe I should be clothed too, you know. So we want to keep it anonymous so that there's not that one person who's like, no, I would like to join, but like I don't want to be like identified by my art and stuff. So, you know, you don't have to be. We want to make sure that you can do this and feel safe doing it. And for that, there are rules in place. And basically the rules are, you know, just for the feedback round, just express what feelings and thoughts the art evokes in you, just speaking for your own experience, and also be mindful that other people ideally are just speaking for their own experience. So it's not, you know, don't make it about the person behind the art, and don't assume that other people are talking about you and, you know, making assumptions about you. Yeah. Try not to make jokes or anything like that, and just avoid commenting on the quality because it's just not about that. Now, I'm gonna turn the countdown back on, and yeah, the subject is rest. So just, yeah, look inward and try and figure out like what does that evoke? What do you think about when it comes to like rest? When you really think about it, like, do you rest enough? Do you enjoy rest? Do you have a hard time resting? Is it something that you yearn for? what, maybe there was a time when you felt really well rested. Like, what did you do when you did that? What allowed you to do that? Have you been able to recapture that, or has it been eluding you? Maybe make it like more of a practical thing, like use this as a way to rest. Like, try to just let go and just use colors, use whatever comes to mind, There are many ways to approach this. Before I leave, can I ask if I can favorite former browser to send you secret messages every now and then? I think I would prefer that you don't, I guess? Because then, I don't know. I mean, I'm not gonna see them. Probably, I don't know. I was not prepared for this question. Unless you're me who goes with a very easily recognizable trait. Yeah, I mean, it would have been your choice all along to not let anyone know that you're the one doing those things, but yeah. Okay, take care. I mean, I don't know. Every once in a while, sure, just send me a secret message. It's gonna be cute. See you later. Okay. Now, we're gonna have half an hour to draw this thing. Well, I'm gonna have half an hour. You guys have had like an hour at this point. But yeah. So now, what do I associate with this? I guess, I have already been like carrying a thing around with me, like an image in my mind. It's like, who else sends that 3D stuff in the Discord consistently? Yeah. If there are random things I can draw, sure. Okay, so rest. I did already have this image in mind, but like, let's not cheat and just make it that. I don't know, it's not cheating, I guess. Rather, it's more of an image. It's an idea that I had in mind, and I want to see if maybe I can find more about it, more than just a base idea. And more importantly, I guess, considering what we've been talking about at the beginning, I need to look at it less in terms of like things I need to do. I need to actually let go and just actually feel this image. Oh boy. By the way, Threshold, I assume you can see the link in the message that I put in chat? In case you'd like to join us? Also, let me grab my ramp. Okay, so I'm trying to map it out in my head. And there's been some recurring imagery in my images recently. Imagery in my images. Imagine having imagery in your images. What the hell? Couldn't be me. Okay. What do we have here? This guy. This guy. Sketching. Pencil. Welcome back. You still have plenty of time to join us. Hey dog, I heard you liked imagery in your images, so I put imagery in your images so you can imagine imagery while imagining your images. I don't have time to unpack this. I don't have the time or the resources. I'm just gonna let that stand for itself. Yeah, I hope you had a good dinner, Monomusa. So. I'll respectfully pass for now. I'll join next stream, hopefully after I figure out basic shapes. I cannot draw a triangle for the life of me. Oh dear. Okay, no worries. I'd love to have you join next time. We do this every Saturday. Sunday. That's the day we have right now. Yeah, it's Sunday. It's Sunday. I don't know. Baba. Something about you that I find curious. Curious. Yeah, what Rev is saying. But you know, there's no pressure. Heavily inspired by one of my closest friends and another streamer. They're always so cheerful and keeps me happy. Oh man. I wish I could be like one of those people who are always cheerful and stuff. Or at least, you know, at least I wish I could be like more, you know, not tired and a little sad all the time. Basically. You are that person? What? No, I'm not. I'm like extremely not cheerful. I think part of it is also just like, you know, that whole throat condition, I feel like. You're my inspiration? Oh. Oh dear. That is very sweet, thank you. Oh. To use an honorable mention from me, you seem like a wonderful person. Oh. Thank you. I try. You go out of your way to help others too? What's there not to like? I've been kind of down on myself about, like, you know, people have said that and I couldn't really feel it, which I guess was in part because, like, you know, because of how I've been approaching this whole venture, you know, like trying to make it like a career, made me lose sight of, like, you know, what I initially, like, what inspired me to do it. Like, I thought that this was the only way for me to find happiness in life, because I felt like I couldn't see myself doing something for a living that didn't give me a sense of purpose. And yeah, I guess that's soul suit. But then, you know, in trying to approach it that way, I lost track of that purpose. Couldn't hold on to that while worrying about all those numbers and whatnot. But yeah. I do hope to be able to give some meaning to, like, all that I've endured. To be able to say that there was a purpose in the end behind me just, you know, basically losing, like, so much of my life to depression and anxiety, where I couldn't really feel like I was doing anything. I picked like the hardest angle for this. Positivity does not equal cheerfulness necessarily, although being positive definitely helps you helps with the whole being cheerful thing. Yeah, that's a good point. Like I do my best to be to be positive, but cheerful I can't manage most of the time. Oh, blah 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 blah. Why am I making this so hard on myself? Once again, I'm losing so much time to me choosing like a really hard pose. I need to stop doing that. Gotta go do house stuff. Okay, good luck with the house stuff. No matter what you do, I'm sure your community will always support your actions and will try to help you. Aw. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da 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 da. Okay, let's say this is good for now. I mean, it gets the point across. It's I guess. Sure. Sure. I guess. It's barely recognizable as a person. Okay. Now, with that done, let's see. Painting. Inking. How about this? What does this do? No. What does this do? No. Yep, ink bleed. How about that? Sure. I guess? No. No, not actually. No, what I want is drawing. Something from here. Evolve. You don't say. Oh, interesting. Okay. This is the red thing, actually. I don't know. Oh, dear me. No worries, no worries. Which does not have the most, like, what's it called? Intuitive design in terms of the website and stuff. Hang on. Can I still save this somehow? Wait, this is actually this on a separate layer? Really? Oh, so it is. I could not tell. Okay, yeah. Oops. Mm-hmm. 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 You go away. You too. Ah, Papa. Mm-mm-mm. I hope you don't mind me not responding to what's going on in chat, but I don't know, it doesn't really concern me anyway. I'm just glad you guys are making friends. Oops. Oh, you guys can't hear me tapping on my tablet. That's unfortunate. Okay. It's slowly taking shape. There's still these, like, pangs of anxiety about, like, you know, not drawing the things the way that I would like them to be, you know, which is to say, drawing a bad thing, drawing a thing that does not look very good, drawing a bad anatomy. Oh no. But yeah, it's whatever. As long as you guys can tell. Oh, you can hear? Okay, nice. I mean, I think some of them are coming through. Like, yeah, some of them, the more violent ones. Okay, now. Now. My face is getting sore from how much I've been smiling. Oh, I'm glad you're enjoying it that much. Interesting. Like, it's one of those things, right? Like, I've had streamers who I just vibed so much with that, like, I had a similar experience with them. Like, just them being them just made me so happy. And I don't know, it's so hard to imagine that, like, I'm the same way for someone, apparently. So that's wonderful. Now, let us try and be a little quicker about the rest of this. You are our blurble from our shores. You are our blurble from our shores. That is, why is that so hard to say? You are our blurble from our shores. I'm the shore. I'm the shore blurble. Yes, for sure. Sent. Thank you for sent. Okay. Oops, daisy. Okay. And then ah, there's a break coming up. An ad break. Oh, unfortunate. What are y'all's hobbies? I enjoy baking and singing. Aw, that is really cute. I don't really have hobbies in that sense. I guess gaming. I guess that's the thing. Yeah. You know, gaming is the thing that I made time for when I decided that I need to do something to just take care of myself, to just treat myself. So that's the thing. But yeah, I'm really bad at that. I'm really bad at just taking that time. Oh, right. You just do things for the fun. You know, you would think that, like, you know, the obvious answer is just, you know, streaming. But I didn't start streaming as a hobby. that's the big old issue with the whole thing that I wanted to do here. But yeah, the time is up. The time is up. I'm supposed to put down my pen, which I'm not gonna do though. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep at this for a little bit. And yeah. Just filling out the form. Ooh, you're gonna have a Monty. That's a rare pleasure. That's what it is. Yes. Oh wait, this was already the ad break. I didn't realize. I thought it was telling me that there's an ad break incoming, but no, that was the ad break. Indeed. Shack jump scare. Hi there. What? Hi there, one in a dillion. Shack jump scare? Where? What? I'm mostly stuck at work when I'm out sleeping since we're heavily understaffed, so I sadly don't know a lot of things. Sundays are just my day off. Oh, I see. Oh dear. I hope work doesn't, like, you know, tire you out and stress you out too much. Bro doesn't have hobby skull emoji. I love the way you just say skull emoji. Ads showed me Shaq. Oh, I see. It kinda does, but that's why I just get cozy and watch cuties. Oh. Oh man. I hope you can find, like, a way to, like, you know, find, like, a different job, or, like, find a way to get by in the job without getting too stressed. I don't know, like, find some way to, you know, not let it grind you down. Anyway, it's time to put this away and start with the whole thing where I talk about art. Yes. Poggerific Abra Buddies, heck yeah. that is a sequence of words. Okay. Let us proceed. Shibadibadoo. Oh my, we got a bunch of submissions today. Let's go. Uh-huh. Start with the whole cake? Whole cake island? Is it a donut? I was thinking it was just like a hole, you know? Let's start with the hole. See? There it is. A hole in my presentation. No image. And now we're filling it with the rest. I'm very clever. Okay, anyway. We filling holes and shit? Y'all filling holes over here? Alright. Huh. Okay, so this is got a permit for them there, the holes. I probably could have spent more time writing an explanation, but the art has a poem written on top of it, so it does a good bit of talking. Oh, interesting. I mean, I find that even, like, especially with, like, poetic stuff like that, it's often, like, hard to, you know, I don't know, hard to interpret. You know, wait, this is actually funny. Be right back. Sending this to my friends. What? What are we talking about? Okay, but the permit thing. So this image, there's a lot of life there. It's very energetic, like very powerful. Like there's so much energy there. Like you're grasping the thing. You're grasping the key which is like the art, I suppose. What is this parallel that's being drawn with, like, between, like, the paintbrush, the paint, and so okay, hang on, there's a lot going on here. So we have the hand reaching up from below. Below is like kind of darker blue, more passive maybe. And then yeah, the hand meanwhile feels very energetic, very like this stark contrast, this bold color choice. And then the further it reaches up, the you know, the further up it goes, there's like all this light and like this very bright and bold color. And also, yeah, the key lying in like the paint of the paintbrush, which is also the key to like that bliss, I guess, that blissful energy, like beyond. Yeah, it shines with like the same radiant sparkly color. So so yeah, in the context of rest, I would not have like associated this with rest if I didn't know that that's what it's about. But yeah, what it feels like to me is just like saying this is like to get rest, to get like the experience of rest, like you have to get active, you have to do the thing that will bring you this relief. And in this case, that thing is like self-expression, I guess. It's like using art to unlock that that bliss. I guess, yeah, there's I guess the blue feels kind of like sad, right? Like kind of sad and heavy, and then like it gets brighter and towards like that, you know, sparkly magenta purple. Yeah. Like a call to action almost. Like don't just wallow in your sadness. Don't just mope. Like get active and get that sadness out there. Put it out there and then be free. Be free, unshackled by the heaviness. And just fly and stuff, yeah. I read the hands letting go of the paintbrush instead of reaching for it. That would be an interpretation. I think it looks too active for that, right? Like it looks so, like, the way it's drawn almost feels like something political, right? Like the stark contrast is like, reach up for the power, or something like that, you know? Art is the key that they use to unlock how they express themselves, perhaps? Or maybe I'm thinking too much into it. No. There is no thinking too hard about it. The sky is the starry sky, a symbol of dreams locked behind the key of creativity, allowing dreams to manifest in our world. Rest here is the ability to express oneself. I think it's also notable that the paint and the stars are very rare colors in nature, make them feel kind of supernatural, whereas there's a fair number of yellows in nature, implying this link is natural for people to want and do. Ooh. Oh, damn. That's a very interesting interpretation there. Yeah. Alright. Let's see what they had to say about this. Key to rest is revealed by art, but doing art distracts from key. Doing art distracts from the key. Interesting. Yeah, That is reminiscent of like those thoughts I was having earlier. About like how, you know, how I have this hard time like really just feeling the art, and I get too focused on like the art, the practice of doing the art. And yeah, that's interesting. So it it reveals the key. The paint reveals the key. Okay. But you reach past the key. Oh. Right. Oh, man. Oh, I see. So it's more of a... Okay. It's more of a, like, you know... What's it called? A plea to avoid the danger of, like, getting too focused on the art. Getting too focused on, like, the activity itself, or at least, like, you know, the trappings that come with it, like, you know, maybe like the the pressure of having to make like the best art possible, or whatever, comparing yourself to others, comparing your art to others. Losing the forest for the trees, as some might say. Yeah. Huh. Alright. Thank you so much for this. That's interesting. And this time, we have this one in the second position. Not first this time. Is it a bad time to ask if you have a Discord? It is the perfect time to ask that. I'd be glad to have you. Oh. Past. So we have a past and present. In the past, wait, I got this, let me help, I understand, let me help, give me a chance. Present. And now it's like, help us, Suba, and oh god. Yeah, this feels like, yeah, someone who like, hang on. This feels, well, the person in the image feels like someone who, you know, felt like they needed to like earn people's approval, you know, give me a chance, like that feels very important there. Let me help you. Allow me the honor of helping you. Because, like, you know, why? Why do you feel such a need to be helping everyone? Because, you know, probably you feel like you need that, you want that that appreciation. And, you know, for me that feels very similar to what I had been going through. Like, you know, part of the reason why I think I wanted to do this whole thing for a living is that I felt like I had to earn love, you know, earn appreciation. And yeah, it's just not a good way to go about life, is it? And now, yeah, in the present, like, everyone just assumes, like, hey, they're the person who helps, you know? They, the unnamed person, the anonymous person who submitted this. Suba. Now has to deal with the consequence of, like, everyone always relying on them. And yeah, it it gets a little much, doesn't it? You also relate to this? I'm back, made food, put the laundry away, and my earbuds are fully charged again. Heck yeah! Oh man, I need to recharge my headbuds. That's true. Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing that you found this, you know, the answer that this is like an issue. Now it's the, you know, now it's gonna be the difficult process of, you know, telling people like, hey, I know I was always like, you know, super eager to help, but like I actually need to take care of myself. Once again, like, as always, you can't pour from an empty cup. Dare you charging up a headbutt like a smash move. Honestly, resonating with this again, I felt my past self and the very fast, very hectic energy trying to please everyone, and I choked on milk. Oh dear. That. I'm so glad I found friends who refuse to constantly ask of me and offer to help me in reasonable amounts. Setting boundaries can be scary, but it's more than worth it to do so, yeah. Till you use the knuckles, I'll try to find a way. Took a few minutes to calm down from that. Oh dear. Are you okay? Papa. But yeah. Yeah, now it's time to set those boundaries, find those boundaries, and like really recharge, recover, and like take care of yourself first, because you can't take care of others if you don't take care of yourself first. You know, I know it's important to you to want to have a positive impact, but yeah, can't have an impact if there's not enough you there to have an impact, you know? Yeah. Now I have a mental image of T butting his head against me in an affectionate way. Aw. Cute. Now let's see, what did you have to say about this? This has been a life lesson for me. True. Well, I'm glad you found that lesson. And yeah. Oh dear me. We have another very expressive one. I'm glad to hear you good. Alright, on to the next one. She said she said calmly. Okay. Yeah. I get the feeling that you know, someone does not have an easy time resting. This is like very intense. This is a cry of pain. But like it's also that kind of pain that like you know, you can't take seriously yourself even though you're suffering. It's like, you know, she said calmly, you know, that little self-ironic wink like, yeah, I'm fine. This is fine. But yeah, this feels terrible. Like taking it very seriously. Like the is like so pained. Like the scribbly way these A's are written. That forceful scream and like the way the figure is drawn, like all distorted and like blah blah blah. Did you put your name in the goblet of fire? Dumbledore said calmly, yes. And now I can't tell, is this fire or is the ground just like, it looks to me like they're trying to like get some rest on the floor, just lying there. But the floor is just covered in spikes. It's just so rough and you can't find a good position. It's just full of pain. Like my first instinct was actually kind of like, you know, sensory, what was it? Sensory overload or something. Like you're trying to lay down, but the surface you're lying down on is just, it just itches in all the wrong ways. It's like pins and needles. A bed of barnacles, yes. And yeah, man. This is very unfortunate. I really want to just pick this person up and like help them get somewhere, you know, on my sure-footed goat hooves. Just tread through all those barnacles, all those spikes. Just pick them up nicely and, you know, nice pat on the back. Just up. It's all good. Good. And, you know, bring them somewhere. Maybe just hold them in my arms. Just rock them back and forth all calmly. Yeah. It's so unfortunate because like you can tell like that there's a need for rest. They're lying down and, you know, that self-ironic statement, you're like, she said calmly, like, obviously that's kind of like a joke, but like, you know, it's kind of, it kind of touches on that sense of like, you need to calm down, you want to be calm, but you can't, you know? Some of these really do just punch you right in the dick emotionally, huh? Yeah. Genuinely appreciative. The absurdity of it is the best protection you get from the pain. Yeah. Either a cave on fire or a cave on fire. Notably, even with acknowledging the absurdity of it, the reality is that it still sucks. It's a simultaneously a slapstick bit and the postmodern examination of the reality of said bit. Man, you really do have that film school education, don't you? Yeah, that is very real. I feel that. Hey. Let's see what they have to say about this. My brain needs to do something 24/7, or else a weird wave of stress flushes over, so I don't really rest. If I try to, my brain's like, I will do this, because if I forget now, I will not remember later. Which is true. If I don't have associated anything else to something, I will forget it. So if I lay down, I literally cannot stop thinking of anything related to what I usually would consider work. Also, I'm eating chicken right now. Nom 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 nom. Okay. Ah dear. Interesting. Oh, need to do something 24/7 or else a weird wave of stress flushes over. Feels like, anxiety. Having to distract yourself from the anxiety. Oh. Oh dear. I hope you can find some way to like dissociate yourself from like work and from like having to do all this, having to have these thoughts, having all that, like, you know, and just really rest. Like I know it can be hard for a lot of people to train that, but I hope you can find a way to get there, because I feel like it would be very Alterian. Hello there. Thank you for the raid. How are you doing? Let me give a shout out to Alterian. Maybe meditation, yeah, but I don't know. I guess, I mean, meditation doesn't have to be like a passive thing.
Oh, it's a slime. Kill it. Gross. Slime.
Little slime. Oh, it's a slime. Ew. Shout out to Tyrion. How was Repo? How was Repo? How was the video game? Oopsie daisy. Ugh, sorry. Yeah, got hungry, so stopped playing that. Tyrion sounds familiar? Alterian is here a bunch. Got to level 4, heck yeah. That's probably a lot. I mean, I haven't been watching the stream a lot. I mean, the game. But I've seen people struggle to get, like, just one thing going. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even know enough to know what a level is, really. But yeah, hi. This is Teiyu, your emotional support animal. I'm a mental health content creator on the YouTubes and stuff. Yeah. Can only recommend, especially with friends. Yeah, maybe one day. I do need to do more things with like friends and just have fun. Of course. Also, yeah, go and eat something. Get yourself some food. Get yourself taken care of. How am I doing? I'm getting a little tired. It's always like, these streams always like, take a lot of mental energy. Thank you for the hydrate. They're also pretty fulfilling. There's a lot of engagement today. I don't want to call it engagement, but like, you know, I don't remember the last time I had this many submissions. That's really nice. How do I, oh dear. bro's getting a little tired. Did not just get jump scared by a deep voice. Oh no. Oh, a deep voice. Oh no. The machine is pleased with this outcome. What? Oh? Don't overdo it. I won't. I won't. So, our next submission. Where is it? Where is this thing? This thing? This thing? This thing? This thing? There it is. The machine. The outcome of high engagement. Yes. Hang on. Is this safe? Can I safely open this window source? Yeah. It doesn't show anything. Okay. Okay. And this is the wrong one. There we are. No. Okay. My voice is just stuck deep. Well, you can train it. Okay, so. Oh god, there's so much I have to do. It's so late, I've been so busy, but I still have so much to do. Oh god, I have to do all of this. I have to complete this. Oh no. Dread, help me. There's so much to do. Make it stop. There's so much to do. Pain. Make it stop. Oh god, there's so much. It's too much. Make it stop. I need to get it all done now. Help. Oh god, I need to finish this. Help. Make it stop. I need to finish this all. Make it stop. Help. Need to finish this. Help. All this shit. I need to finish all this shit. I need to, oh god, help. Make it stop. Finish all this shit. Oh. Apparently most of it's still here. Alright, let's get this done. Oh, yeah. I don't know. Lurky's gone in request of food. Yes. Thank you for the lurk. Get that food, you. Get that bread, my dude. You earned it. Yeah. This really describes like that mental reset that you can train with, like, you know, grounding exercises. This honestly feels very much like grounding, even more so than rest. Like, which is honestly, that's great, because, like, you know, a rest like takes a while, you know. Your body just needs rest, your mind needs rest, like, and you know, it's kind of the amount of rest you need is kind of, you know, relative to how much work you've been putting yourself through. But grounding just takes a moment. You just have to just really take a moment and just, you know, do something like focusing on like a sensation, focusing on just like, you know, I don't know, like taking a stress ball and like feeling that sensation of it in your hands or something while you use it to de-stress, and then, you know, focusing on that feeling, that sensory input, because that's a thing that is in the present moment. And you know, that anxiety about like all the things you need to be doing, and you know, that stress that makes you spiral and panic like this, that is something that is in the future. And So yeah, so that's why focusing on what is right there in the present can really help you with that, can really help you let go of that stress and just realize that right now everything is okay. Just be calm, everything is alright, and you can just start doing the thing as you always do. Everyone here needs hugs, head pats, and cuddles, yes. This is a really... Huh. I really appreciate this. Like, this is a good way to, like, use words for this. Like, you know, it's arranged, it's got that color and stuff like that, and then there's, like, this one graphic element. And, yeah, it really shows, like... It's not just words, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. What was the commentary for this one? A manifestation of my experience of my struggles with rest and anxiety. Especially true around college, but still occasionally true to this day. Oh man, I just keep getting more submissions. What is going on? Oh dear, wait. Oops, I did not mean to show that. Okay, I don't think that revealed any sensitive information, right? However. Is it normal that we can see the thing? No, it is not. Whoops. Alright, well, darn. Onward. Let's go. Huh? What is this? Aw. Hang on. We got something cute. Aw. Oh, I love it. I know. I'm not supposed to talk about the quality. I'm just like, oh. Oh man. It feels so weightless. Like you're as light as a feather, like as light as a leaf in the wind, and like holding a plush. Oh man, like plushy's giving comfort, yeah. Oh man, this really expresses that vibe of like really letting yourself fall, right? Letting yourself really fall into just that sense of comfort. Which is wonderful, like really just I get the sense that they really just lay down on that hill in the grass with their plushie, just, shirtless, like, free, that's free in a way. Closing their eyes and then, really just becoming one with the world, like losing yourself, losing all these thoughts weighing you down, all this like, I don't know, what if I'm seen by others holding a plushie as a grown person in shirtless in the grass outside, I have all this work I need to be doing, and all this stuff weighing you down, and just letting it go, just disappearing into the moment. And yeah, Like I have this this one progressive muscle relaxation guided meditation thingamajig that really ends on like, you know, it goes through all these steps like let go of the tension in your legs, let go of the tension in your arms, and etc, etc. And then finally it's like, now let go of everything. Like your entire self. This one is different from the others. It evokes peace. The others felt more like it is difficult to rest. Yeah. This really feels like I want to have this. You know? Both in their comforting way and in the it's giving slang sense. The plushie is giving comfort. It's giving comfort, yeah. Yeah, man. Like, I don't know. Okay, to come to my own defense, you know, because we're not supposed to like talk a lot about like, you know, how much we like or don't like a particular piece, but like, I think the reason why a lot of us reacted that strongly is because this really expresses that comfort and that ability to let go so strongly that a lot of us who have a hard time with that just resonate so strongly like, oh my god, I wish that were me, .jpg, you know? The platonic ideal of rest, yes. For me, it feels like you finally broke out of a mental prison you placed onto yourself. Now you're finally free, and you're able to rest and finally be yourself. That's a good point, yeah. Like, it's not that, like, you feel that restless, that weightless. You feel that weightless because there was a weight on you before, and now you're unburdened. And that's why it feels like you're really as light as a leaf in the wind. This one feels simultaneously aspirational and like it feels realistic, you know? Like you can do this too, don't worry. Ah, man. That's wonderful. Thank you so much for this submission. So, what they had to say about this. I kind of want this as a poster on my wall. Same. I actually don't have much to say about this, as my first thought that came to me from the word rest was the game Flower from the PlayStation, which, if I remember correctly, was a basic test feature disguised as a game for the controller's tilt feature. There were two different games, Flower and Flow. Flow being the more upbeat one, and Flower being the more slow and relaxing game. I remember coming home from school and playing Flower as a way to wind down and rest after a stressful day. The character featured is named Johnny, who is holding my comfort object Noodle. My comfort object Noodle, aw. Oh man. I feel like I need to introduce the artist and Connie to each other. The character featured... Yes, Johnny doesn't have a mouth or anything, and I normally keep it that way as a way to basically express what is needed in a different way. For example, through eye expression or body language. I think that adds to the image because, like, there's no expression going on there. Well, if you're to assume we aren't already besties, fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, there's no need to express, like, it's, you know, it helps that feeling of, like, letting go of yourself and just vanishing into the moment. Noodle is important to this as he represents comfort and safety. In lore outside of his IRL experience, he is a sentient plush with the power to protect his owner. But here he is able to just exist without worry. Oh man. That is wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing that. Alright, on to the next one. Ba, 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 ba. Oh. Hang on. Let me give me a moment here to check what's going on. So, So there's a bed, and yeah. That bed seems to be elevated here. Seems to be high up. And the person is already like wrapped in blankets and stuff, but they can't get to the bed, or maybe they fell out of it. Like, there's just a separation between like the place of rest and the person to whom it belongs. And you could even say that like the place of rest doesn't really work for them, because like they have such unrestful sleep, and they, you know, it's positioned in such a way where like they could even fall out of the bed and injure themselves. Yeah. There's a sense of like, I get a sense of like, what's the word? Like displeasure? Unhappiness from the image? With like something about the color language. Like even if I couldn't tell like from the shapes what's going on, like there's something there about like these reds and the purple behind the blinds. Even the blinds, they feel like, they feel kind of like almost like prison bars or something, but like, you know, horizontal. There's like the purple, I don't know, the purple is kind of, the purple has kind of a negative connotation to me. Like it's feels kind of like unhealthy, like stressful, not quite right, not quite as nice dark blue or black as the night is supposed to be. Something evocative of crawling for something out of reach. Yeah. So, And the person also feels like so heavy, like they're this mass of white, this mass of just like blanket, and you know they're being physically like weighed down by like, I don't know, are they sitting on like a couch or something or something like that? And yeah, it really adds to this feeling of like the bed being out of reach. And yeah, man, I wish I could help them up. Like, you know, I guess the thing is, if you really have such a hard time getting rest, thankfully, the mass of white, thankfully I don't feel addressed by this at all. Good. Yeah, if you have such a hard time like getting rest and other stuff like that, like if you can put this into such a clear image, then the next step would be to, you know, figure out like, what can you do about this? where is the problem? Why do you fall out of this bed? Why is this bed so high up? What can you do to change that? What can you do to make it easier for yourself? You know, that's where stuff like sleep hygiene comes into play, right? You know, like all those things about, you know, dimming the lights before you go to bed, like having these nightly rituals that prime you to let go of the day and just you know, settle down and actually rest. Like, there's so many things that you can do to make it easier for yourself to reach that place of rest. So I hope you can find something that works for you. Something that can act as a little staircase up there. Or maybe like, you know, a staircase and also like a little barrier to keep you from falling down. Or maybe just reconstruct the whole room entirely. Yeah. Okay, what did they have to say about this? I like sleep. This is the bedroom of my dream. Oh. I think we misinterpreted things. I don't often feel like there's such a thing as like interpreting things wrong, but this was supposed to be very positive. I'm so sorry. I think, you know, I was just thinking it was comfy. You know, the thing is about these interpretations is that they say a lot about the person doing the interpreting, right? Like because I am the person who has trouble resting, I see this and I think, this is someone who has trouble resting, right? I don't see like, man, that's like a couch with like an integrated like bunk bed or something like that. You know, looks like laying on a couch next to a bed or like a loft room where the floor is a bed. Yeah, something like that, yeah. Nope, instead I was like, you see down there is like red and that's like dangerous, and up, you know, and you know, the bed up there, you know, they probably fell down from there, and like, no, everything is terrible, you know. So yeah, colors are warm and soft, yeah. Yeah, so I'm embarrassed, but you know. But yeah, I'm just confused because like the bed, it seems so messy. I think that's a big part of why I thought it was that way. I don't know. Well, thank you for that submission. It was an opportunity for us to learn more about us, so I think that's a win. Yes. Ooh. Ooh. Hello. Next up is this. Or did I say us? Oh, for us to learn more about you. Oh. For us to learn more about you. Okay. Fair enough. Rest. Give it a rest in the sheets of the bed, and to sleep well your head, as is well and deserved. Give it a rest and release out the stress, such to ease and reset, and it's something you've earned? Give it a rest, and it's something you've earned? Give me a rest, can I please be my best? I've been squirming and stressed, and I toss and I turn. Give me a rest, I've been falling apart. Feel the catch in my heart, won't you love me if I was a worm? Oh wait. Give me a rest, I've been waiting and yet it's evading. Every sound is cacophonous, shocking and hurts. Give me a rest, I've been working and yet every certainty seems to be slipping with time, missing words to express to myself if what I might have been dealt if I tried. But I ought to give it a rest. Wait, this feels like it needs to be read in like with a rap meter or something, a rap flow. Give it a rest in the sheets of the bed and to sleep while your head is well and deserved. Give it a rest and release out the stress, such to ease and reset, and it's something you've earned. Give it a rest, and it's something you've earned. Give me a rest, can I please be my best? I've been squirming and stressed, and I toss and I turn. Give me a rest, I've been falling apart. Feel the catch in my heart, won't you love me if I was a worm? Give me a rest, I've been waiting and yet it's evading. Every sound is cacophonous, shocking and hurts. Give me a rest, I've been working and yet every certainty seems to be slipping with time, missing words to express myself, what I might have been dealt if I tried. But I ought to give it a rest. Blah 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 blah. I have to admit, I'm very bad at actually absorbing the meaning of lyrics and stuff while I'm reading it. So first of all, you allow yourself to rest. Allow yourself to let things go. After a long day, because you deserve it. Give me a rest. Now it's more of a now it's more of like a plea to let you rest. Like, you're being kept up, and you desperately plead for the opportunity to rest. You'll catch my hand. And then they're kind of spiraling, like everything is too much, and you know, yeah, when you don't rest enough, like it gets the stress gets too much, it builds up, and like everything, you become very sensitive to that stress. By the way, there's an ad break coming in and I cannot stop it. But yeah, there's not quite enough submissions left to really make sense for like a big long break, so I'll keep going for now. And yeah, so yeah, they're kind of spiraling, and in that stress, in that like what's been going on, like the work, and like I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of like concern about like a relationship in there too. And yeah, worry about like what might have been, about like, you know, that's one of those things that stress does, like that stresses us out. It's like not just thinking about the future, but also like about the past, and also about like alternate timelines, you know, about like what could have been. But yeah, you ought to just give it a rest. Like, it reminds me of how like sleep makes you more vulnerable to your brain, like, you know, to your brain worms, so to speak. Like, I think the thing that happens is that like, you know, you're your prefrontal cortex, like the thing that is supposed to like keep you in check, that's supposed to like keep you in control and like do like reality checks and stuff like that for you. I think that gets like weakened when you don't get enough rest, and then you're just kind of like running on instinct and on patterns on autopilot, and then there's little left to protect you from the brainworms, from all those painful patterns that keep nagging at you, gnawing at your brain and your heart. So yeah. Yeah, and those stressed eyes, overworked, like strained, bloodshot probably, and what might be like a sleep cap, and the tousled hair and whatnot, and might be like drenched in sweat. Maybe those are veins. Like, yeah. Someone's thoughts have been spiraling, and I've been struggling to rest. Oh dear. I hope they can get some soon. Get some soon, yes. I've never been especially restful. By the way, this is their commentary. Yes. I've never been especially restful. Frankly, I should get a sleep study done. It generally takes well over an hour just to get to sleep, and apparently I experience apnea. But that's just one facet to rest. I've always had good hearing, being hypervigilant, which further complicates things. Yeah, the start address is the ideal of sleep, what would be nice to have. The back half expressed both desperate want for it and everything that makes the process both difficult to achieve and less fulfilling than what was idealized. Yeah. Yeah, I have that hypervigilant thing. Like I had to start sleeping with earplugs in every night. It's like back when I started that, I was living in a room which on the one hand had like a ticking clock all the time, and it was not a clock that I could just take out because it was like attached to the thermostat. And yeah, and also even just like the street, it was a window, like it was a room like in the direction of a street, and like at night I would hear just like a car approaching from like the distance, and then I would internally follow that car like all the way along the road, like and that's no way to get to rest. So yeah, I hope you found a way to to get a little bit better rest and fall asleep better. And, I hope you can find a way to, just deal with all that. Just deal with all that, my dear friend. Please. Okay. The penultimate one. Oh dear. I feel the style shift. Oh my. Yeah, that tousled hair, that stare, that like I hope you'll forgive me for this, but I think it was probably intentional. But like I know this style is very unusual for you, and it kind of reminds me a little bit of like those SpongeBob cut-ins where it's like this super detailed style, right? This super detailed close-up. And yeah. Also like that mayonnaise stain or something on the shirt. Oh dear, Adventures of Flapjack. So yeah, this feels like, yeah, the sense that I get from this is like the bed and rest. The bed and rest feeling unthinkably far away. Like you're locked in. You're, well, not locked in the sense that you're like actually doing things, but locked in the sense that you're like, you're just in a thing. You're stuck in a something, in like a pattern on autopilot, probably, you know, drowning in a screen, basically. And Hello musica. And yeah, you're disheveled, like you're dirty with, I don't know, like freaking fry sauce or something. I don't know. And yeah, it's just the thought, just the very thought of like that bed back there is just, it feels so strange, like it feels unreal. The only thing that is real right now is probably that screen in front of me, probably whatever is happening there, you know? Like, you know, I was... Is that like burger sauce in a way that is specific sauce with an unspecific name? I don't know, maybe, I guess burger sauce is also orange? I don't know. The point is there's something. A food item. Not an item. A food substance. The distorted perspective almost gives us perspective of inebriation. Yeah. Or delirium. Yeah, like... The sense that I get is like, you know, I was talking about things keeping us up, things keeping us stressed, being like, you know, being out of time, being like in the past or in the future or in an alternate present with your thoughts. But also, I think this touches on another thing, which is that like, I'm afraid I'm using like, you know, some background knowledge on the person here, but like, you can also just get like, stuck in thoughts and stuck in like this pattern of like, for instance, you know, being on the internet, being in front of a screen, and it just kind of sucks you in, and like you lose like this, you become not so much out of time so much as you become out of place. Like you're not just not in the present, you're not present in the place itself. The place itself around you, the room, is like this strange abstract concept somewhere in the back there that doesn't feel even real as much as like whatever it is that you're dealing with right now, whatever it is that you are spending your time with feels to you. And yeah, that is another thing that can make it really hard to get rest. Because, yeah, the brain, you know, the brain, the body, everything, it needs to be in the moment to really be able to tend to itself and its own needs. But yeah, it can be hard to let go of those things that, you know, make us feel happy, make us feel stable, and, you know, all that. So, yeah. Yeah. The good old corner Marcus, yeah. Oh, what kind of mayonnaise is orange? I'm sorry. Mayonnaise mixed with ketchup, I guess. The burger sauce conversion. Wait, burger sauce conversion? You mean conversion or conversation? Edible residue. Edible residue. Dimmy. So yeah. Crunch. Conversation, yes, okay. I wasn't sure. That's a conversation? Is that something people argue about? Oh no. Okay, let's see what they had to say. I'm in the habit of losing so much sleep that I turn into a zombie, only focused on doing more things, and resting feels like a waste of time, because when I do sleep, I sleep for way too long and end up feeling more tired than I should be, and then take several hours to work up the motivation to do things again. When sleep deprived, I often get into a dissociated kind of state and get really in the zone with what I'm doing, but also don't really think at all. Hence the 1,000-yard stare expression that I kind of traced from a photo of a cursed DIY doll I made in like 2018. Ask for photo later is funny, okay? Ask for photo later, yes, please send photo. But yeah, bed feels far away and not a desirable option, but I'm still aware of its existence, and it kind of also looms over my mind. It's like, you should be in bed, but don't have sleep deprivation, or else you'll get brain damage and die. I'm already over the time limit, so if I missed anything, I'll say it in the chat. Okay, love you, Tay Tay. You're a big epic cute Tay Tay. Cute Tay you, patoo Tay you. Thank you. Weren't you there for the burger sauce conversation? I don't. That probably happened while I was eating or like something. Huh. It doesn't feel familiar. Sorry. I think I might have been muted, like, or deafened or something like that. Muted and doing something in the kitchen, maybe? Like, that has been happening recently. I could have taken a photo today of how mayonnaise mixed with sriracha sauce is pink and spicy. You could have. Papa. Had to be there. Unfortunate. Once again, the FOMO. It is real. Okay. Oh, Papa, thank you for that submission. Oh boy. Please don't die. Okay, last one. Last submission. Where is it? Oh, there we are. The media source called probably Dell's submission. Oh, is this, does it have sound? It does not, okay. Oh. And it's as mysterious as ever. Rest. What is rest about this? This is not rest at all. This is a fight scene. Who are these people? And why? I have to ask, is the beginning like intended? Is it the beginning? Like this moment where like they're standing like in like back to back, and then their positions change entirely. Just in another with better lighting. Okay. Papa. Back to back should be longer, huh? Huh. Rendering that would be too darn long for a still frame, fair enough. Okay, but that is the beginning of it. Noodle Plush Person is currently rewatching the YouTube stream as they missed a segment. Oh. Well, thank you. I hope they enjoy the feedback. Yes, the commentary. So, hang on, frickin' rest. No rest for the wicked? Is that it? Fight wakefulness, kill mental stimulation, win sleep, yes! These are peeps from the past animation. I unfortunately can't remember, like, okay, this... Oh, is the previous one. The previous one? The wizard? The attacker? Is the one who did the repulsion, I think. I have to admit, I'm stumped. I am pretty stumped. I mean, there's the contrast between, like, you know, the rest. Orange Boy has been my stand in multiple animations for greed, capitalism, and overall finance topics. Oh, okay. So, okay, so we have a contrast between, like, that back-to-back thing, where they aren't facing each other, but when they do have to face each other, they fight. So if that's like, that's like financial stuff, then, maybe that's like the, fighting the worries, like financial worries, financial woes, and, okay. So what I get out of that is, the thing about anxiety makes it hard to rest, because you constantly feel like you're on the run. And the thing about anxiety is that it also makes it hard to, like, do things. You kind of want to, like, avoid doing things, like facing the difficulty. But facing the difficulty is the, you know, allowing yourself to experience that you are not helpless, is the antidote to anxiety, to, because, like, you get to feel like you are in control. and that makes you feel like, hey, you are not helpless. You don't have to be anxious because you can just do the thing and succeed, you know? So that's what I'm gonna go with. Is that it takes action sometimes to be able to rest afterwards. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Tell you, I had a major achievement just now. I was playing Xenoblade X and getting kind of stuck on a boss, dying multiple times, until the game asked me, hey, you wanna have this guy's difficulty lowered? And I said, yes, nice. Allow yourself to just enjoy the game. Normally my shit-ass pride would have forced me to not do that, but this time I was like, nah, fuck that. It feels good. I'm glad. I'm glad you managed to let go. There was rest and a quick strike back to rest. Sorry, hang on. Give me just a second. Oh, Ew. In my throat. Okay. Rest and a quick strike back to rest. So, so maybe like the ebb and flow of rest and activity. Let me see. This is titled Greed versus Whimsy and has what I have visualized as personification of greed, capitalism, and money on one side, combating my sense of whimsy and artistic expression. This is because of my inability to find a new job, while also wanting to lean on my art, as at the same time I want to fall back and dissociate. Neither is 100% the answer. As the start, calm but quickly conflict, then back to rest once again. Oh, see. Oh, so you're also struggling with, like, you know, trying to find a way to navigate that, like wanting to express yourself, wanting to do something that gives you fulfillment, but, you know, having that pressure there of needing to make money and stuff, you know. So, oh, I see. Blah, blah, blah. I'm gonna need to, like, study what all your characters mean. Alright. And finally, let me do a thing. Finally, yes. Finally, there's just my own. Thank you for the hydrate. Hang on. Let me bring this up. This is what I drew. Please share your thoughts. And now I shall do the care package. Only 4, really? It looks like tears as well as rain. It's a bad day for rain. Yeah. For this one, I don't know. I've had this this imagery like preloaded for like the subject of rest or exhaustion, of like, you know, all this, like this image of like a person kind of sweating this black gunk, you know, like that's coming out of themselves. And I had a lot of thoughts on this one earlier when I saw you drawing it. Now my mind refuses to remember. Well, darn. Don't worry about it. And yeah, you know, it felt like a representation of me, like hang on. There's something restful about the rain, especially on days of hard work, but as a symbol of exhaustion, that's a lovely depiction. A titan resting as the heavens sprinkle their body while a black ocean waves crash. Oh, black ocean waves crash on the sides. Oh. Ooh. God damn. That's a way to look at it. Yeah, I was picturing the black gunk stuff like coming out of the person. Yeah. Depression goo. Cause yeah, I've had all these mental constructs, all that stuff in my brain that I've been laying upon myself, that have been weighing me down, making me unable to rest, unable to let go and just enjoy myself and stuff like that. And yeah, I really need to just rest and like just lie there and let nature wash over me, you know, like just take in the world and lose myself a little bit, lose all that, not lose myself, but like let go of those things that are weighing me down. Let go of those constructs that I've placed on myself, those constructs that I feel like I need to keep maintaining to legitimize myself or whatever, and just live and breathe for a moment. And yeah, it's looking like tears and stuff. That's probably not a coincidence. Like at first I thought about like having the gunk also coming out of the eyes and stuff, but I don't know, it got like really messy. Got like really hard to interpret what this shape even is. Hi there, Aizen, how are you doing? Speaking from personal experience, it's refreshing as heck to just sit out in the rain and let it be on you instead of rushing to shelter. Just knowing that you don't have any belongings you need to keep dry and you haven't got anywhere to be because you're already where you want to be and you can just enjoy it. It's freeing. I thought it was getting consumed and covered by the gunk. No, the rain is washing it off. At least that's what I hoped to convey. It's not an easy thing to convey because it's not really something real, you know. Aizen, why are you up? Are you up early or late? But yeah. Also, like the sky is like blue and stuff, but also purple. The sky is like blue and purple, right? It's like alive. And the person's like, they're like kind of bluish, but like they're the rain is like that they have like this slight warm like orangish hue coming up on their skin, and the rain also has that color, and I don't know, meaning or something. I don't know, there's probably something there. Like the warmth of life is slowly coming back to them. And yeah. Okay, and with that, we have gone through everything, and this has been the longest introspective art session in a long time by a long shot. Okay. Let us find someone to raid. I guess first of all, let me say hello YouTube, and bye YouTube. I hope you've had a good time with the stream. And yeah. Blup blup. And okay. And now let's find someone to raid. Find someone to